Hello everyone, my name is Chuck, you're watching Cerriscapades, and this is another review video. It is currently winter here in Australia, which means that our daylight is much shorter than usual. The sun is pretty low by 5 p.m, which means that it is too dark for me to do anything in the garden after work, so I need lights. Not too long ago, I got to review this headlamp from Olight. You could find that video in the description or linked somewhere up here. And because of that, I am trying out another headlamp. This is from Wuben, the H3. And if you stick around, you will see my thoughts on this. The H3 is an entry-level headlamp from Wuben. It comes in a tiny package with a cartoon face in front with a clear cutaway section above the face showing the unit itself, like some sort of preview of how it would look like mounted. The packaging and overall design makes me think that this particular model might be less rugged and more kid-oriented compared to the rest of its range, and looking at the Wuben store online, this is further reinforced by the color options. It comes in either black and blue or orange and white, but I'd like to think of it as white and gold. Is it a reference to that viral dress photo that came out a few years ago? I don't know, but I would like to think it is. Anyway, I have the blue unit and it clearly shows the color scheme on the packaging. I sometimes find myself having to go out of the house at night, at dark, be it doing a bit of gardening, maybe taking out the bin, or any other reason, and having a headlamp here is very useful. The H3 comes in 3 power settings, low, medium, and high. At the lowest setting, it is barely visible compared to the ambient light. As for the medium setting, you get a markedly increased amount of light and things become well illuminated at this point. With the high power setting, everything is really bright. It's almost as if it's daylight, especially when using them at such short distances. When dealing with lights, I like comparing them against my phone. I have a Samsung Galaxy S8 and I usually have it on the highest brightness setting on the torch whenever I have to use it out in the garden. It is decent for the most part. It feels like everything is well illuminated, but it is no match to a proper headlamp. You can definitely see the difference in intensity between the headlamp and my phone's torch. The light coming from the Wuben H3 is more focused, more narrow, while the light on my phone tends to be more scattered, more wide. Here's my Olight Perun 2 on the left and the Wuben H3 on the right. The Perun 2 is a lot heavier and bulkier than the Wuben. Here's the Perun 2 and I'm going to illuminate the area. Even at a medium setting, the Perun 2 overpowers the Wuben H3, and that's not much of a surprise because the Perun 2 has a higher lux rating compared to the Wuben H3. On its own, the H3 does really well whenever I take it out for my occasional nightly harvesting. Based on how I need to use this, I generally have my subject not that far away from me, so that the demand for the throw or the illumination distance isn't that high. The Perun 2 might be better suited for night outdoor activities such as hiking in the dark or cycling, things like that, maybe your nightly walks, mainly because of the sheer distance that it can throw its light compared to the Wuben H3. In other applications such as going up your attic or in the garage, either of the two would suit me fine. I just need a light and I am not very particular with its strength because both of these lights are more than enough to suit my needs. The H3 is much lighter as mentioned earlier, and this is something that I would probably let my kids use as opposed to the Perun 2, which is heavier and might strain their head. And speaking of kids,
when you want it to change, you can. See? You can change it to red or blue. See? So look when you change it. Look when you change it. So when you want it to stop blinking, you can. So when you want it blue, you can. Is it ready? See?
well done! You can purchase the H3 on the Wuben website. You could use this code for a further discount. Thank you for watching this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. It's too big. There you go.